Okay, so video games, right?
We all love video games. I love them. You love them. Heck, they're probably the reason you subscribe to this channel right now. Unless you're subscribed because you're somehow attracted to this freak of nature, but that's besides the point. Video games have literally always been a part of my life, so which ones are my favorite? Let's go. Bit of a weird one to start off with, if I'm being honest here. The game follows you playing as this little guy named Red. You see him? Yeah, he's the wooden doll there. At the beginning of the game, your arm gets stolen by this blue guy, who is named Blue, believe it or not, and you go on a quest to try to get your arm back. When I said it was a weird one, let's just say I was not exaggerating. This is what the fights look like. This game actually gets a lot more interesting during the second part of it, which I won't spoil because it's mad fun. And the dodging mechanics are very smooth, I'm gonna be honest. They even got Flowey, dude. Except he's an ATM machine, but whatever. All jokes aside, this game has very lovable characters, which is like already step one of being like top 20. That combined with the fun gameplay and good music, I feel like, I just have to put it on here. Cuphead is but another peak game. The gameplay is fun, the art style is amazing. Overall, it's just a really fun game. The difficulty curve is that there's no real curve at all. The game is always like slightly out of your skill level, at least for me. The game is overall really fun, and I don't know how I've heard of it, but if you haven't, then try it out. When I said I was a big sucker for characters in games that are lovable, this takes the cake. One Shot's an interesting case on this list because it doesn't actually have that much gameplay to begin with. Yet the reason it's on here is purely because of the characters and the story that it has. Look at them, dude. How could you not love these characters? Just look at them. Every single environment in this game, the story, the music, it's all just really good. One Shot may not have the best gameplay, but it doesn't really need to. The game does what it's trying to achieve really well. Now, with that being said, it also isn't that high up on the list because there's no gameplay, so I can't deny that. The ending to this game is really good, and I'm not going to spoil it because I want the people watching this video to try these games out. Celeste also has a phenomenal story, but if I just talked about the story of every single game I put on this list, except for Cuphead, of course, then it would just be a bad list. So instead, I'm just going to be talking about the gameplay itself. This game is really fun, and sometimes you can have moments like this. Or this. Sorry for including so many clips of me winning. I just want to flex that I'm simply better than all of you in every way. Nah, I'm kidding. These each took like 500 deaths. And on the other hand, you have clips like these where you like physically cannot get it for the next 2 hours. In conclusion, Celeste is a really freaking fun game, and I recommend y'all try it out. Aside from the phenomenal story and characters, this game is just really fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. Bro, this game has no reason to be on here. It's just really funny. Like, so funny to the point where I consider it one of the top 10 best experiences I've had in gaming. It's so dumb. Unlike the other ones, this one has no emotional value to me. It's just really freaking funny, and you can't deny that. Okay, you see, I would have footage for this one, but something ended up glitching, and I couldn't actually get the footage from the game over to my iPad. So you're gonna have to look at Hat Kid dancing for this one. Anyway, with that being said, the next up on the list is actually A Hat in Time, so that was conveniently timed. I'm actually so pissed because I was gonna praise this game for its 3D platforming and boss fights. It was such a fun game for me to play, but then the footage, I could not properly download it, dude. And that's I'm actually pissed. Anyway, this game is really fun, and it also has characters that will never leave your brain. This image of Hat Kid dancing has been stuck in my mind ever since I've played it. So, I would say more, but then it's I can't show it off, dude. Since I can't demonstrate anything else of this game, just Hat in Time is fun. Go play it. Hat Kid cute. We love her. Move on. Alright, now we're going with the heavy hitters. These games either had a lasting emotional impact on me, or were some of the most fun I've ever had playing a video game. With that being said, I present to y'all number 4, everybody. Omori is definitely one of the games of all time. It has a good soundtrack, fun characters, and a story that's bound to build up a good fandom. With its simplistic art style and graphics, what's there not to love? But I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for the endings, this would probably not be on here. Major spoiler warning ahead. I'm warning you, please go play the game. The spoiler is gonna just ruin the entire experience for you. I beg of you, if you haven't played Omori, go play the game first and come back to the video. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm gonna start talking about the ending now. This game's ending is probably one of the first games that actually had me in tears, dude. It is probably one of the 5 games max I can say actually made me tear up a bit. I'm not ashamed in admitting that. Final Duet was such a masterpiece, and listen to this absolute banger. Omori is overall a really great game. All the foreshadowing, headspace, the relationships between each character, really good. Anyway, next game. Oh my goodness, this game is actually peak. Dude, this game is actually so fun in every single way, shape, or form. I could not think of a genuine valid complaint other than the fact that, it's a bit confusing at the start. That's, it. Every single part of this game is all connected and masterfully crafted into each other. It is actually so well done. I've become one of the impatient waiters for Silksong. I'm going crazy. The boss fights are absolutely incredible. The platforming's really fun to do. And overall, the game's just really well made. I can't really think of much that's bad about it, honestly. I got it on my first playthrough. I already had 100 hours in it. It's absolutely incredible, phenomenal game, dude. If someone says games can't be art, bro, just show them Hollow Knight. This game is an actual passion project, and I love it in every way. Honestly, we all know Deltoon's incredible. We all know everything about it. You're subscribed to an Underchill/Deltoon channel. I think we all know why we're truly here. And this video is getting a bit long. So, since we already know Deltoon's a masterpiece, I think it's time to move on to the star of the show. We all know what's going to happen here. We all know why Underchill's here. You've seen the channel. It's literally an Underchill channel. It's number 1. This game will always hold a special place in my heart. Although I do think Deltarune will eventually become the better game as future chapters come out, as it stands, I still prefer Undertale overall. Now, since everything that can be said about Undertale has already been said, instead I want to show you the story of how I discovered it and how I grew to love the game. The year is 2016. I'm chilling watching YouTube, probably on my dad's phone because I was a lot younger, when all of a sudden I'm watching the video and I hear the name Sans. Now, I don't know what the heck possessed me to search it up, because I had heard of many games before, and my life would have gone down a different path with each one of them. I had heard of games of like FNAF, Baldi's Basics, heck, even the one I don't want to talk about. Yet for some reason, none of them intrigued me the way Undertale did. It was so weird, because it's like, if I picked FNAF, Baldi's Basics, or like even the other one, my life would have gone in such a different and drastic direction, dude. It would be crazy. Even if I still knew what Undertale was, it would, like, my entire personality would be so much more different. I might not even be on YouTube right now. Anyway, after I searched it up, I found a specific video by a certain Cherry Man about a Sans fight no-hit. And let's just say, the rest is history. Now, obviously, the game itself isn't the reason Undertale is at number 1. The reason Undertale is at number 1 is because it is the only reason almost any game on this list is on here. The only game that wouldn't be on here without Undertale, or that would still be on here without Undertale, is Cuphead. Every other game I found out about and loved and enjoyed because of Undertale in some way. So that is the true reason why it's going to stay at number 1 for as long as I live. Because simply its impact was way too high on me, and yeah, as cringy as that sounds, that's the real reason why Undertale is up here. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.